Hi, hello, and welcome to Capricorn Venus Tarot. This is Capricorn Venus. So today for Halloween, we've got the best collaboration you've ever seen in your life. So we've got me, Tarot with Tay, and Popular Loner for a very special Halloween edition collaboration. So my video is going to be who is secretly obsessed with you. Popular Loner's video is going to be why are you so tempting, and Tarot with Tay is going to do how do you seduce people. So as always, I'll be over in the comments. We can all talk about which one we picked, but I will link their videos down below. I'm so excited to work with them both again. I'm excited to see what we all pull from each other and watch them watch those videos alongside you guys when we post this on Halloween. So yeah, this video has 4 piles. Who is secretly obsessed with you? So we've got pile number 1 is Candy by Prada. Pile number 2 is Jimmy Choo Illicit. Pile number 3 is it's called 1 Million by Paco Rabanne. And pile number 4 is The Replica by The Fireplace. So go ahead and pick your pile, and I will see you guys in there. And excuse my nails. I don't have any excuse. I just literally picked them off. So, but they were old. All right. So let's go ahead, light this candle. I also have this cute new little candle. It's a bunny, little gold bunny. Cute as that. I have a friend at my other job who makes candles, and so I bought that from her. It's so freaking cute. All right, I will see you guys in your pile. All right, pile number 1. Pile number 1, who is secretly obsessed with pile number 1? First of all, pile number 1, hi, nice to see you. I do think this person who is obsessed with you finds you very cute. Like, I feel like this person kind of swoons with anything to do with you. This person's like obsessed with your face as well. They feel like you have like a little angel face. They feel like your face is just beautiful. Like, yeah, it's so much about your face. So it also could be like Instagram follower here, because they do seem to either look at your face a lot or think about your face a lot. But I really feel like they're looking at your face a lot, and it does seem like it would be a picture. But this could also be someone you make eye contact with often. So this could be someone in your sphere, you know, like in a friend group or something like that, who's secretly obsessed with you, because this is someone who looks into your eyes. So either they're watching you on social media and they're just like looking at these pictures over and over, or they're literally physically looking in your eyes. Okay. Gosh, yeah. So the question here though is who is it that's secretly obsessed? Because I'm tapping in a lot already to like their thoughts, and how obsessed with you they are. Like, but there is a lot about your looks here, or a lot about your looks, but it's like specific things. It's like your wrist, you know, or like they're obsessed with the way that your nose looks, or they're obsessed with like your clavicle or something. And again, a lot about your face as well, and how it's like an angel face, baby face that you have. This person could be very physically strong. There's almost like a rivalry a little bit here, because there is something about, maybe one of the reasons they're bringing up your face and body so much is that it kind of throws them off. This person could be very impressive in some way, but you throw them off. I think you disarm this person. Like, or else your angelic beauty disarms this person. Also, this person can't help but just look at you. Like, maybe they're not supposed to or something like that. They're supposed to be paying attention, or they're supposed to be doing something else, or they're supposed to not be worried about you. But you really draw their focus a lot. Okay. Who is this, though? They're competitive. Like I was saying, there's like a rivalry. So maybe also this person could be like a direct competitor of yours. And so it's kind of funny. This person doesn't find it very funny, but it would be funny to you if you knew. Because this is like a rivalry, like I said. So that you guys could be vying for the same position, or you guys could be just in a competitive workplace, or this person could be, like I was saying earlier, this person is kind of serious, or they take their work very seriously, or they think a lot about things, or they're not a romantic type individual even. But for some reason, they just can't help it with you. Like, they break their rules for you. This person's very dogmatic. Like, they have their rules. They have certain things they do and don't do. If this is a coworker, I wouldn't be surprised if they have a strict rule, no dating anybody at work. You know, like this is that kind of person here. But you might not even know them as this very harsh type, because when they're around you, they don't act that way. I think you also might not know that they view you as like a rival either. Yeah, there is a distance between you and this person. So like I said, there could be a situation where you don't really know them like that. Maybe they're just competing with you on social media or something. That could be it. But like I said, it's like they want to be competitive with you, but you draw their eye, you know? And it's almost in their mind you're winning. And that's what's happening. But if this is a coworker or someone in your sphere, I think you might just be aloof, could be, or you might not be extremely close with this person. But that's why it's called who is secretly obsessed with you. So this is a secret, and I think it's a secret from you. I don't think that you have noticed that this person is obsessed with you. I think it would surprise you. Also, I think it would surprise you what kind of person this is in general. I think because they're so interested in you, or they're so mesmerized, hypnotized by your appearance. Like literally, Pile 1, your appearance is very tempting, endearing to them. Sweet. They feel this intense desire to be protective over you, or like be good to you, you know? Like open your door, and it's like automatic. They're not even thinking about it. And also they can't help it. They feel compelled to do things like that for you. They feel compelled to stand close to you. They feel compelled to look at you all the time. They feel like you are magic. But anyway, around other people, they might act like a totally different person. I think you would find them very surprising outside of your company. Yeah. So this is interesting, but you might have some way of seeing them outside of your company. If you haven't already seen this person around you, and then also when they don't know you're looking, or I'm just getting the image of like an aquarium. Did you see this person through a window so they didn't see you? And so if there's somebody that you accidentally saw when they didn't know you were looking, that person is obsessed with you. And if that hasn't already happened, maybe there will come a time where you see this person outside of the context you normally do, and you are going to be very surprised by their personality. Okay. Trust issues are affecting this connection. They want more than what you have to give. So that's what I'm getting here, is like this person who is secretly obsessed with you, maybe you aren't up for grabs, for example, in a romantic sense. And so they want to be in a romantic relationship with you, but that's more than you have to offer them. It could also be, it's almost like someone they want to come to you with an offer, but you don't have the time to do this offer. They want to see you more than more time than you have. Maybe you only work at this job twice a week, or maybe you only hang out with these friends every once in a while because you are very busy, or you're kind of a workaholic or something like that. And so they would like to see you more, but that's more than you have to give. So that's a hint for you. This person could like to be on the water in some capacity. Okay. There's something else. But I'm getting aquarium again. I mean, hell, if you go to an aquarium, you could have seen this person at an aquarium or something like that. Could be like as direct as that. But maybe they have an aquarium. Put in the comments if there's something to do with an aquarium and you know what that could be connected to. They could be a Pisces. They could also be kind of smooth. This person's a little bit of a smooth talker. But it must come to them very seamlessly because you don't seem to be aware of their crush on you. They think you are intelligent. Yeah, again, it's like, who is secretly obsessed with you? I feel like also this could be a romantic rival. This could be a little spicy situation here where you could be after, you and another person are after the same person, a third person, but they're kind of falling in love with you a little bit. We got a true love triangle happening here. But like I said, if it's not a person that you guys are competing over, it could be a job, or it could just be like you both are very competitive, or top earners or top performers or something like that. But for some of you, it might be that other situation where they don't want to be interested in you, like, ugh, but they are. I think this person really just admires you a lot. And like I said, they were very, very, very thrown off by your appearance. Very, very thrown off by your appearance. And then on top of that, for you to be so intelligent, articulate, hardworking, just as good as them, maybe better than them, they're a little bit in love. They're a little bit awestruck by you here, this person that's secretly obsessed with you. I think that we're tapping into maybe how it started, but there is a lot to this obsession now, to where they know a lot about you. You know, they've done their internet sleuthing. This person could have even done in-person sleuthing. Okay, so make this about the person who is obsessed with pile number 1. Who is it that's obsessed with pile number 1? I already said Pisces, but I'm getting Capricorn as well. Also, this person could wear a lot of hats. They could have several kinds of jobs, but they could also just like literally like to wear hats. Could be. 9, 9. Ooh. This person is like a big spender, a big wisher. They could be also money hungry or money focused, very about their money. Very about their money, sure, but like they could even just like be a little bit materialistic. Like I'm thinking it's in a fun way, but they could even be sassy about it. Of like, I like things that are expensive. Bougie. This person is bougie. They could work remotely. That's a possibility. It doesn't have to be, it's not for everybody, but they could work remotely. They have their vision really focused on you. So this person could also make a lot of eye contact with you. If anyone has pointed at you in some capacity, it's probably that person. Because I'm sensing like an incident where they pointed you out of a lineup or something, or they pointed you out of a crowd, or like they called on you. Okay. 9 is Sagittarius and 5 is Leo. So they could also be a fire sign, but they have a lot of passion towards you, and they have a lot of passion for life. This is not a sleep type person. This is not somebody who's lazy. This is not somebody who likes to just sit around. Like, this is a doer, an actor. Oh, they could be an actor here. They could be in plays or something like that. Or maybe they did a lot of plays in high school and they talk about it. There's something like that, though. They have a drama to them. There's a gravity to how they view the world. I think they could also not be good at sneaking around. Like, this person is kind of straightforward in a way of, I'm getting, because the metaphor I got right away is like, they're a heavy stepper. When they walk in the room, people notice. They're not going unnoticed. They're very smart as well. They give good advice. So maybe they've given you advice. Definitely could be. They are draining. They are possessive. They want to be closer to you. They are career focused. Yeah. They admire you. Yeah. So with their draining, this could be a person who has given you advice about negative situations in your life. Or they could have even given you advice in a crowd. Like, because again, this is giving like friend group or like group chats or something like that, because yeah, they're possessive in reverse, because that's what I was getting is like, they do things that are for you, but they act like it's for everybody. Okay, so those are the hints with this deck. Let's go ahead and pull some tarot. They give good advice. So this person could love to give you advice. They could love to give advice in general, but they could love to give you advice. Like I said, they are competing with you as well as being secretly obsessed with you. So they're kind of obsessed with this game that they have with you as well. They want to win. They want to beat you by being smarter or by doing it better or by doing it better. So that's interesting. For some of you, this person that's secretly obsessed with you, they could also like, you know, you guys could be flirty and they want to be better at that than you. Like, they want to be flirtier and have you be more interested in them, but I'm not sure it's possible. We don't tolerate less than you deserve. You push this person to be better just by your whole vibe. Wildflower, live an uncontrolled life, free to grow anywhere and bound by nothing. So this person is very possessive and they're secretly obsessed with you. Now, here's why it's a secret. I feel like you might be very independent and you might not really like if they showed their jealousy, or you wouldn't really like if they tried to be possessive over you. You could even get kind of spicy here. Okay. Chariot. You could even be like a runner, and maybe they know that. This person has a lot of like daily tasks, which they have to complete. And they like to zone out and plot when they're doing those tasks. Let's see. All right, who is this person that's obsessed with pile number 1? They could have an interesting name. Candy. They could have like a name that almost seems like a fake name you would give or something. Yeah, just think about that. Okay, interesting. Judgment. Yeah, this person is very judgmental. But not only that, they're clear. They're sure of themselves. Like I said, they're like, they have their feet firmly planted on the ground. But I almost feel like for you, pile 1, you might not even know that because they're so different around you. They seem a little dreamier around when you're around, but you wouldn't know. You don't have the info yet. But maybe you will get that. You'll see them when they don't know you're watching or something. Judgment and temperance. So a lot of confirmation for Sagittarius. I see this person being peaceful with you. Being patient with you. And yet this person is very impatient. This person is very judgmental. This person likes an argument, likes a good fight, also likes to be right. And maybe they feel like they're always right. But with you, they're always wrong. And they don't have any problem letting you take the lead or letting you run the conversation or letting you be the one that this is all about. Ten of Pentacles. Money focused again, but also like family focused, traditional. Also like chivalrous or something here. Would give up their seat on a bus for an elderly person to sit down. Like they have those kind of like very traditional values that way. They have style too. This person isn't plain, but they're not eccentric with the way they like to dress or style their place or something like that. Or even the way they like to speak. It's not flowery, but it is detailed. And yeah, this person has taste. This person has taste. There's something about here where they don't need a lot of personal space or something. They don't like being too far apart. Okay, this person could have like separation anxiety, could be. But there's also a sense of like, I don't know, they like a full house, or they like a full table setting. They like a, smaller apartment so that they see their loved ones more often. They like a small town. They like a little neighborhood. They like a mom and pop shop. Like they like things that are stable, smaller, more cozy, more consistent. They might also have their favorite food that they eat every week, or they have their favorite plates, that they set the table with, or they have their favorite shirt that, every week you're going to see them wear it at least once. They have their favorite way of styling their hair. They're loyal. This person is very loyal to the things and people that they love. But like I said, they're a lot more fiery and passionate in their lives, and then they're a lot more sweet and softer with you. But still, even with how much sweeter they're being to you than maybe is their nature, they're still very competitive with you. But this is kind of their way of flirting. King of Cups. Oh, a King of Cups. Wow. This person loves your conversations. Loves to hear what you're going to say. And turns into kind of a listener when it comes to you. But I think this person is chatty and very interesting and charming. I think that this person who's secretly obsessed with you, you also like to talk to them. Or you like what they like. Maybe you guys have shared interests or shared styles. Sometimes in readings, when I do them, I'll have people comment, oh, this pile must be about me. On my other popular obsession video, a lot of people comment, oh, pile 1 is me, and I must be obsessed with myself. Sure. First of all, yeah, whatever. But also, I think you guys could just be very similar. Person could have bird qualities, so they could like to sing. That's something here. They have very nice hair. I'm seeing lots of different kinds of hair here, but they have very nice hair. They like details. They could like candles a lot. They don't mind being messy. This person could even be kind of disorganized at times. I'm not sure they would say that, but they really like special touches, homemade things. They don't mind putting in extra work just so everything's beautiful. Like even a dinner at home, they would want to make a 3-course meal, you know, like they don't half-ass things. They really go all out with their projects, all out with their events, or, you know, they could be the kind of to hold a themed party or something like that. Okay, so that is what I've got for you. We got the Chariot again. This person could have moved from their hometown. They are careful when it comes to this relationship and any of their romantic relationships. They try to dip their toes in slowly. But I think that that's why this is a secret obsession. Because typically, when this person has a crush or when this person is interested in someone, and I think interested in someone in a friendship way as well, they don't have high expectations. They leave the door open and they kind of let things unfold naturally. But there was something about you right away where they got obsessed with you and interested in you deeper and quicker than they're used to. So their feelings are running away with them. And since they're so unused to that feeling, they couldn't allow this to unfold naturally. At times, they might even avoid you because they fear your judgment. And they don't usually. I think it's because they want this to work out so bad that it's more difficult for them to stick the landing. They don't know how to come in or like what level to come in at. Because there's, yeah, oh my gosh, yeah, Knight of Swords with all these crumpled up papers. It's like they don't know what to say. It's like the stakes are so high already at the very beginning stage. And so it throws off their plans. I think you're both playful. And they see this in you. Also, they've begun to really like just kind of being on the outside a little bit and getting to watch you. And if you guys become friends, then they won't be allowed to watch you as much. That's funny. Okay. So anything else before we pull the music videos? They're thinking about you. They think about you all the time. Very often. They think you are intelligent. They are draining. Give me clarification on they are draining. The world. I think that this person also does have some, weight on their shoulders of either things that they're dealing with in their life, or they could be just like depressed about the state of the world, and they feel like you're a little bit wide-eyed, and and maybe even naive at times. And this gives them hope, but I think it also might be a little bit annoying if you heard all their complaints about the world or something. They don't want to bring you down with their kind of heavier viewpoint. Yeah, I have swords. Or they could also be going through a very competitive moment. Like I said, they are competitive in general, but they might be going through like a situation, and they feel like if they come to you with a fresh relationship with this like very intense combative situation, that's not so fun. I think they're right about that. Yeah. So if you're dealing with someone, it's okay to like, you don't have to unload on everybody or the people close to you. Because, yeah, sometimes it's like a little bit draining, especially if you've got it handled. Of course, like, you can talk to whoever you want, but yeah, the person who's secretly obsessed with you, they might just be going through something that they don't really feel the need to talk about. They're going to get out of it soon. They just have to like dig themselves out of this hole a little bit. And either it's like working through their own issues, they're in a little bit of a annoyed moment, so it's not a good time to try to like pursue something with you. Four of Wands, because they want it to last. Like, that's why we got Temperance. Like, they want it to go smoothly. So there's like a right way to do it, in their opinion. Seven of Swords, but they do have to be a little bit sneakier because of this obsession. And now they've done so much research on you and like asking everyone about you in a subtle way. Because like I said, this person is very like clear, straightforward. Nothing seems amiss. So I think also they can get away with that sort of thing. People don't necessarily think anything of it. Not because this person is being sneaky, but because this person is not being sneaky. That's why they think nothing of it. They're like, it has to just be above board because they asked me so obviously. I ran away. Yeah, this person does, like I said, they could be even avoiding you. I feel you are wife-husband material. Okay. Oh, there's so many things. Weed again. They don't want you to tolerate less than you deserve. And so they're also trying to dig up things in their life. It could even be that this obsession with you led them to trying to do better in their life so that they could bring you in. So that is what I've got for you. Pile number one. Let's go ahead and pull a couple music videos just to see who is secretly obsessed. Oh my gosh. Who is secretly obsessed with pile number one? Judas. Lose the rival thing. Oh my gosh. It's like they can't win against you. They cannot. they kind of almost think it's a problem. It's like, damn it. It's almost like they're Lady Gaga in this as well. And you would be like the Judas here. Doing a lot for you. Okay, we're going to get one more. You're hard to figure out. You're very hard to figure out. So I'm going to link these down below. Hopefully they give you more hints and you'll know who this is that's secretly obsessed with you. Pile number 1. Thank you so much. Definitely go check out the Popular Loners video and Tarot with Tay's video. We're going to see why are you so tempting and how do you seduce people. So I'll be in the comments over there. Definitely go give them some love. Give me some love. Like the video, comment. Tell me what sounded like somebody you know. Do you know this person? But I'm going to link these down below and I will see you guys next time. Also, happy Halloween. All right, pile number 2. Pile number 2. You've got a really spicy one, pile 2. Who is secretly obsessed with you? This person should not be obsessed with you. There's a conflict of interest. Yes, illicit affair here. There's some sort of reason. What is the reason? This could be, oh man. Okay, well, you know, it's a tarot reading. This could be your boss. This could be your boss here. Who is secretly obsessed with you? Pile number 2. This is the tippy top. They're at the tippy top. Maybe this person is like your boss's boss's boss even. High up there. Yeah, honestly. That's what I'm getting. I'm getting it's like your boss's boss's boss or somebody several years ahead of you in college or something where, you know, you could be like a freshman in college and they're like a senior in college. Something to that effect. Gosh, the scenarios for this one are just like, oh my gosh, wow. Like this person could be wanting to give you a raise or wanting to give you a promotion because they have a crush on you. And this is who is secretly obsessed with you. So yeah, they also have a crush on you. Yeah. This person is the first person to say bless you when you sneeze. Like this person is very aware of you. Very aware of you. I have to put in Eye on You. I think it's by One Who, I want to say. Anyway, I'll find the music video, but like they've got their eye on you. Heavily. This person is super aware of your schedule. So again, this could be a person who makes your schedule or something. Like this person has a nice body, very athletic. They could have like either a broad chest or a bigger chest, but they have very athletic legs. This person is hot, honestly. They have pretty ears, and they could have deep set eyes. This person hesitates to make eye contact with you because this needs to stay a secret. Yeah, there's a power imbalance for sure. They have power in this situation. I don't know if you've gone to like a work party where there was a fire, like a fireplace or something like that. I am getting that kind of imagery. I'm also getting like poetry. This person is very, very romantic. So again, that also makes it much more intense. This secret obsession they have for you is furthered by the fact that they're so romantic. A lot about their eyes. They could have very round eyes. Okay. They could have ombre hair, or they could have like hair that kind of looks brown and blonde or something like that. Or like it could fade into two colors or something. They could wear glasses, or they could just like love to wear sunglasses or something like that. They like to wear their hair a little messy. Okay. I'm getting another piece of imagery that I don't really quite get. But I'm just going to say it and maybe it'll relate to something. It's like the way they hold things is interesting to you. You might have noticed something about that. The way they hold things or, because like I'm getting this image of them holding a sign or them holding a butter knife or something. Like the way they hold things, maybe it's kind of different. Who is this person that is obsessed with pile number 2? This person has blushed around you, though. I wonder if you noticed. I think some of you might have noticed this. But maybe you just thought they were embarrassed or something, but no. They really like you. This person gets blushy around you. And again, it is something that they need to keep hidden. Or they strongly feel that they need to keep it hidden. But I'm almost sensing that they could be right about that, because there is a power imbalance here. You guys could have discussed politics. This person is a night owl. They could have a man's name, but they could be any gender, but they could have a masculine name. Okay. Yeah, but it is, there's something about it's not allowed. You could be their friend's ex or something like that, because there's like a rule against it. Maybe there's a rule against coworkers dating each other, or they could be a rule against the boss dating an employee. There's definitely a taboo around it, whatever dynamic you guys have. But hey, there's, taboo about being gay. So it also could be something like that where this is a same-sex relationship or connection, and there's still some, hesitation based around that. Or there's a need to keep it secret at minimum. At first, I would never, I don't really encourage secret relationships. I think do whatever you want. I just worry about your, emotional safety here. But yeah, there could just be taboo around it, or like, because even if this is a same-sex relationship, there is some sort of reason. It's like a rule. It's not like they're scared, because they would really like to just be in a relationship with you. They feel like it's like a story. They get really dreamy about you. They might go on long walks and think about you. Like, this person is very romantic. Like I said, they could even like read poetry and think about you. For some of you, this person wears makeup. Okay. Who is this person that is secretly obsessed with pile number 2? 6 is Virgo. 9 is Sagittarius. 8 is Scorpio. Oh my gosh, this is different though. They could be a little bit of a tyrant. Oh, see, if this is your boss or something, I think that one of the reasons it would be really not good for you guys to date is that this person is so strict with everyone. If they're seen being lenient to you, that could reflect poorly on them or you. My father-in-law and my stepmother-in-law, they work at the same place, except for my father-in-law is really high up in the company and she's not as high up. just because he's been working there for so long. So if he shows her preferential treatment, that wouldn't be, seen well by the other employees. Like, yeah, so there could be something about that. Also, though, if it's not that kind of situation, it could be that if they're seen giving you preferential treatment, people are going to think it's because you're beauty. I think that there's a level to this where this person that's secretly obsessed with you, they try to be really careful about the kind of, like preference they show you, because people are going to automatically assume it's because you're good looking. Also, maybe that you are a woman and they're a man in a workplace. And so it's seen as, sexist to be nicer to you just because you got the goods, right? Like, that's the kind of thing that they would be afraid of hearing. That's the kind of thing that they would want to avoid feeling like people thought of them. I think this person is respectable. And like I said, very strict too. It's possible that if this person is a boss, they wouldn't tolerate two of their employees trying to date, and yet they're wanting to date one of their employees. So there's some hypocrisy in the fact that they like you so much. And so it would be even worse if they then also gave you special treatment. This could also be like like your sergeant, because I was getting upperclassmen, but it's also like, because it's somebody that's a little bit your boss, but does feel collaborative. So if this is your boss, this is the kind of boss that does the work with you. This isn't the kind of boss that only comes in once a week or whatever. This is the kind of boss that is always there helping. Okay. Magician. This person's trying to make it happen, though. They're trying to lay the groundwork to where this could work out. So this person might try to just throw little seeds out there of conversation with you. And it might seem like very little, but to them, they're thinking heavily about it, or it was specially planned conversation topics for you. Okay, who is secretly obsessed with pile number 2? Yeah, I just keep getting your boss. Keep getting your boss. Or it also could be like your personal trainer. So somebody you're hiring for a job. So they can't then ask you out because it's kind of inappropriate. 6 of Wands in reverse. So some things you don't know about this person are how successful they are, how everybody else sees them. So I get that you see them outside of the context of their friends, outside of the context of also just like the general public. If this is your coworker, it's almost like you wouldn't see them interact with a client. Maybe you guys work in different departments or something. But this person is very hardworking. And I think you also didn't see the beginning of their journey. They're impressed with your work. They're impressed with where you're at. So again, also, if they're your boss and they want to hire you, or okay, so this could be a hiring manager or something. They thought you were hot and they want to hire you on. So there's some conflict of interest there. They could be secretly obsessed with you. And that's why they want to hire you. But no, they don't want to tell anyone that's why. They have to come up with logical reasons for why they should hire you. And they almost have to backtrack and be like, what's a good reason I could tell other people? This isn't the real reason that I want to be their friend, or this isn't the real reason that I want them on the team. This isn't the real reason I want to go on this trip, but what's like a reasonable thing I could say? Who is this person? The devil. In reality, this person is very flirty, but they have to hide that. So you might see this person, here's some hints again. You might see this person almost like laugh to themselves. And they might be thinking something, like they might be thinking a dirty joke, or they might be thinking something a little sly about you, like in a sexy, sweet way. Or they could have to like turn away when you give eye contact, or they, like I was saying before, they can't make eye contact with you because they'll turn it. It's almost like they almost feel like they couldn't help themselves, but turn it sexual if you guys were forced into a situation like that, like forced to make eye contact or forced to be alone in a room together or something like that. They couldn't hold back from making it like that. The Star. This person could, like I said, this person is powerful in their own right. And this person does have hope for where this could go. They're trying to make it go their way. They just have to get through quite a few obstacles first. And they have to make it seem natural. And they have to seem innocent. How do I tell the truth, but still be kind of hiding the real reason? 10 of Cups. And this person is very, very obsessed with you. Like I was saying, they're obsessed with your work. They're obsessed with what you say. And they have big emotions for you. They also daydream about you. They think you're adorable. It's just a matter of time. I've just got to wait for the cards to go in my favor. Lots of ways this could all happen. Just waiting for my opportunity. That's how they are. This person knows how to wait for their opportunity in general. They are a good investment manager. So, they've had other investments that have paid off. Maybe they have a close friend that they've been friends with forever. Maybe they have a business partner who it took them years to cultivate that relationship, you know, like they're good at that sort of thing. So that's what they're kind of planning with you. They have to make it look natural. And like at first they didn't have these intentions, but later on they have the intentions. A little bit sly, a little bit sneaky, a little side eye here. And that's the Princess of Wands. So like they might accidentally say a sex joke or accidentally say something flirty or be like, oh, I didn't even know. I didn't get that double entendre, but they did. They did get it. They might have said it on purpose even. They give out little hints of their feelings here. This person could be sick right now. That's possible. And like I said, it's an illicit affair here. Okay. Anything else? Self-esteem. I possess the gifts of the soul that benefit me and others. You would admire this person if you knew them, you know? It's possible you only know them in that professional capacity, but you would admire them privately as well. And they really admire you. They admire your confidence. They admire your drive. They admire your presence. They like the way you walk. This person is powerful. They also try to grow every year. They're constantly evolving. And they're aging like wine. They're aging very well. I think they have conflicting sides to themselves. They could really love to go to the movies, but they're also extremely active and into sports, you know, something like that, where there's a little bit of a conflict in their hobbies. Something about the hobbies. So, okay, that is what I've got for you. Pile number 2. Let's go ahead and pull some music videos. Flirty. He's giving out money there with the lemonade stand. So this could even be you work at a family business and this is a person who you know, owns that or something. Drive you home. Something about a bouncer. Maybe this person is a bouncer, could be, but maybe also, what's with the bouncer? Maybe their close friend is like a bodyguard to them. They could hire their friends onto the job or something. Who is this person? You've seen them in a suit. You might know a few things about this person. They know a lot about you. Lots of friend groups. So yeah, this person is a part of either a team. I don't feel like you see this person a lot one-on-one. At most, they would have given you a drive home, but like you don't really see this person just one-on-one. You see this person in a group. So it's either a workplace or whatever, but I really feel that part of it. Okay, that is what I've got for you. Thank you very much. I'm going to take this one as well. I will link these down below. Make sure to go over to Tarot with Tay and watch How Do You Seduce People, and also over to Popular Loner and see Why Are You So Tempting. So thank you very much for joining me, pile number 2, and I will see you next time. Where did I put that? All right, pile number 3. Okay, so the person who is secretly obsessed with you is rich. That's nice. No, I mean, we got 1 million over here. The person who is secretly obsessed with you also loves to drink. You might have seen them get like super tipsy and like really blushy face. They could have that like kind of drunk where they get really red. Like their skin flushes up when they're drunk. Okay. This person loves their alone time. Be present. Use the hours, don't count them. You might feel like this person goes missing a lot even. But they just have a lot on their plates. But they also lose track of time. They do lose track of time. Hidden depths. You only see the surface, look beyond. You only know this person in a shallow way. Need patience. You definitely don't know that this person has a crush on you. You don't know that they're obsessed with you. You don't know. You might not even know this person at all. This is like a stranger to you. But a stranger you've been around drunk. Yeah, it's like you guys only have like very shallow conversations, but they're fun. What would you do if this? What would you do if that? What do you think about this? What do you think about that? Funny quip, funny. You both go home. You know, like there's something about that where it is shallow right now, but even that shallow connection that you guys have was enough to make this person obsessed with you. And it was enough to make them really think about you 24/7. Like they're always thinking about you, always thinking about those conversations, always playing back your tape in a way. Yeah. They learn a lot from you. Even though you guys only know each other in a shallow, superficial way, they feel like you're really deep. They feel like you see things with an interesting lens, you know? They could either think that you have like rose-colored glasses, or they could think that you have like a really advanced way of looking at things. Like, and you really open their eyes to something new. It could be both. Who is this person that is obsessed with pile number 3? This person could be tall, or else they could just be like, they could have really good posture, or like, you like the way they stand. There's something about that where they have a strong stance. So they could also have a strong stance about something. But I'm sensing like the way they stands out to you. So this is a person you've noticed, but not as much as they've noticed you. Not as much as they've noticed you. This person could know all about your exes. They could know all about your history. And I don't really think that they told you how much they know about you. Because you do talk to this person, but like you are just friends with this person. Or, or you've told them some things, but they know a lot more than you've told them. Because I think maybe you have a closer friend on the job. And so they kind of pry that person for information. This person is sexually attractive because they can really easily get what they want. They're also very intelligent. I'm going to link these down below. We're going to keep it with just those three. Is that what we're going to keep just those three? Yeah. So you should be able to tell who it is based on this, because I feel like you've had these kind of conversations with them. Maybe you guys work in the mall together. You could. Or work at the law office together. But then there's also like stuff about the home. But if they've been to your home, it must have been like a huge work party, or there must have been a reason, because I don't feel like you just invited them over. Okay, keep going. Who is this person? I want to get out the romance angels. Interesting. Who is this person that is obsessed with pile number 3? This could be the one. They really view you as the one. Like I said, they are secretly obsessed with you, but you guys are just friends. You don't talk about the things that this person almost wishes you would. Like, you guys haven't gone there. If you ever touched this person, they would actually be, like, frozen by that. Like, just to touch on their hand. And this person is not super virginal. And yet, with you, all of a sudden, they're so sensitive about that sort of thing. Like, with other people, they could probably be much more flirty. But with you, they do clam up at times. Now, you might still view this person as flirty and charming, but they could feel like they clam up. They could feel like they're so much more awkward or weird around you than they are with other people. Maybe the bar is just really high for them. And so even with this lower, even when they get nervous around you, they're still more charming than the average Joe. Getting the movie Dodgeball? So I'll link a trailer for that, because maybe there'll be a hint about who this person is that's secretly obsessed with you. They have a star-like quality. I'm remembering the main character, who is Vince Vaughn, which Vince Vaughn's very tall, by the way. So he has an interesting stance, right? But anyway, he is almost like a slacker who is good at stuff. So he becomes the leader, even though he's kind of a slacker, because, he's naturally better than everyone else. Control issues. They do have control issues. Allow the situation to unfold naturally. Control issues. Who is secretly obsessed? Yeah. It's funny because this person tries to plot things, tries to almost, not in a weird way or anything, but like set traps for you of, if I wear this shirt, then they're going to ask me about it. Or and then I can invite them somewhere. Or if I lay this thing out on the table, then they're going to see it and they're going to say something about it, or they're going to know more about me from that. And you don't even notice. And you guys end up talking about something totally different. So you really constantly surprise this person. And so they're kind of forced to allow it to unfold naturally. This person could also be like kind of forceful, but not with you. And also not with this situation. This person might not have historically had that much patience, but with you and this situation, they have a lot more patience because I think they're just enjoying it in the moment. They're enjoying the ride with you. This person could be used to being the kind of person who's like all about the destination. Like they don't care about the journey at all. And also maybe if this is your coworker, they used to be, or they could have been the kind of person who's jumping from job to job and they're always looking for the next best thing. But all of a sudden when you're at the job, they're like, I could just work here for a couple more years. Like no rush to leave, no rush to go up the ranks. You know, I like my position here. I like what I'm doing. You know, you helped them settle into a routine more to where they were just enjoying day-to-day life instead of always looking for something wrong with today's experience that tomorrow's experience could fix. You know, they could have had that mentality about things. Because this person's not pessimistic, but I think that they had a pessimism to the way they were living. They just didn't view it that way. But with you, they just want to be where they are because it's where you are. And so they're kind of okay with just letting it unfold naturally and whatever because they're enjoying this moment too. They're not so obsessed with the end goal. Healing family issues. This could also be a person you've had a tiny spat with. Now, this is not a fight or even a disagreement. This is like a tiny annoyance. Like if you are coworkers, sometimes we get annoyed with our coworkers and we still come in the next day and are nice to them. So there was something like that with you too. You did have that moment. But that's actually a good thing, you know? That brings the spark. That brings the romance. If I can get annoyed by you, I can also get turned on by you, basically. Like, I feel like there is an overlap. Children. Maybe this person has children, or maybe you are a single parent or something like that. And this is playing into you guys' dynamic. And it's also like, again, if you're the one that has children, maybe they used to be the kind of person that would try to rush into relationships, or they would try to rush everything. But you are a person they respect so well. And like I said, they are obsessed with you. They respect you so well that they're not pushy. It's all on your timetable. They're okay with you, you know, setting the terms or setting the rules. They also think you do things beautifully. You act in a lovely way. They find you comforting. Find you very comforting to be around. And they wonder if it's your appearance, or if it's the sound of your voice, or if it's the things you're saying, or if it's your aura or something. They could even like confuse themselves a little bit when they're at home thinking, what is it about this person? Is it the way they move that I'm loving so much here? But really just sitting there and contemplating all your good qualities and trying to decide which one made them love you, it just makes them be even more obsessed with you. So yeah, this person who's secretly obsessed with you is also in love with you or loves you. You know, if this is like not romantic, which for some of you, it could be not romantic. It could be they super admire you and they look up to you as this like person that they are just so into, and they want to know every single thing about you. And they want to help you and they want to contribute to your life. So yeah, that's another option. You're very caring, and they've seen it. You made them more caring. You made them more careful and attentive. Flirt. Extend your lighthearted energy to others. Yeah, you guys flirt together. I'm sure of it. Soulmate. Yes, this is your soulmate. Oh my gosh. Give your relationship a chance. Work on your partnership. Yeah, so if you guys do have little tiffs or whatever, they like how you guys both work on it. So this also adds to them being secretly obsessed with you. You force them to let go of control issues. You make them understand that you can't just like throw away the baby with the bathwater every time you're frustrated. So those are all the hints that I can give you. I think this person dresses in an interesting way as well. But again, I think that those are the most hints I can give you. So yeah, go ahead and watch the music videos too if you want more. But thank you very much. Pile number 3. Make sure to go over and check out Popular Loner's video, Why Are You So Tempting? So you can see why you're tempting to this person or others. And then over to Tarot with Tay to see how do you seduce people, which I'm super curious about. So I'll see you in the comments over there, and I will see you next time. Okay, pile number 4. Who is secretly obsessed with you? This is a person you've known, your entire life maybe. Or this is a person you've known for a really long time. Really, really long time. You could have gone on a run together. You could have, you've definitely done something outdoorsy together. Gardening, planting in a community garden. If you've ever worked at a farm, this is someone you worked at a farm with. It's like something like lots of gardening stuff. So I don't know if you've done any gardening, but if you have, it probably is somebody that you did gardening with. I'm getting like pulling up weeds. It's also giving like community service. Maybe you had community service with this person that is secretly obsessed with you. Could be. Or maybe you've just like gone out into the wilderness with them, or into the garden, or like the cornfield together, or went to the pumpkin patch or something like that. It's outdoorsy, but it's not like super difficult stuff I'm seeing. It's more like leisurely. But maybe it was, leisurely for you because you're so fit. Could be. But it's definitely not like you were well prepared for whatever this was. You went somewhere recently with this person. Okay. Who is this person that's obsessed? So obsessed. So secretly obsessed with pile number 4. Moose. And I do keep getting the mountains. Could have been in the mountains. Maybe you guys have, because it's something about together though. This person could have been to your house. Who is this person? They're familiar to you. You're familiar with them as well. You might know that they're obsessed with you. 10 is Capricorn. Also, you might know their reputation, or they might know your reputation. You could be a little bit of a heartbreaker here, pile number 4, or just be seen that way. And so that might be part of the reason that this person keeps their obsession with you secret. They don't want to seem like everybody else, and they also don't want you to know. Okay, so if you know this person likes you or is obsessed with you or whatever, they don't know that you know that. So they might think they're being really sly when they're staring at you. They might think they're being really sly when they take extra notice of you. They might be thinking that they're being very sneaky with this crush or with this interest in you. And they really, to you, it might not seem sneaky at all. You might be seeing exactly how they're acting. Or it's like you look at them and you know that they're thinking how beautiful you look, or you know that they're thinking about you, or you know that they want you, but they think they're being really sly, or they think they're hiding it well. They also, even though they're the ones that are obsessed with you, they're obsessed with you. They're like damn near in love with you almost here. But they want to make it seem like you're in love with them, or like you're obsessed with them, or you want their attention. That's the dynamic that they're trying to get. This person is very stubborn, very, very stubborn. They're secretly obsessed with you. But it's like they might be like peacocking in a way of like trying to seem like this big, bad, tough guy, or try to seem like this beautiful, siren that is just, of course, everyone would want, like you're just a player. And so they and, you and everyone else would want them. But I don't know. I feel like this person likes you. Maybe you have a good eye for that sort of thing. Or maybe you just literally caught them staring, or caught them looking you up, or something to that effect. Okay. Who is this person that's obsessed with pile number 4? They could like to wear the color red. 5 is Leo. And okay, so I'm getting 5 again. They're creative. 8 is Scorpio. They're sexually alluring. Acceptance and eccentric. Who is this person? This person has like a larger than life quality. They have a big personality. They might also be well known. But they like to be like the leader, or they like to have a lot of alone time. Oh, my Lord. Oh, I just love when that happens. Peacocking. They're peacocking. Oh my gosh. Okay. Moose and peacock, pregnancy, wealth, acceptance, eccentric. They could like to wear bright colors or lots of jewelry. For some of you, they could be pregnant, or like maybe their sibling is pregnant, or like someone close to them is pregnant or something. Envelope, unfolding surprise. If this is a coworker or something, they might try to get you in Secret Santa. Yeah, they might get you a Christmas gift. They might get you a gift of some kind. Or maybe they already have. Like I said, this person thinks that they're keeping it hidden now. So it's possible that you'll receive like a secret admirer letter, and you'll probably just know it's from them. Or like you'll get like a dozen roses and you'll just know it's from them or something. There's something about that. Endings and beginnings. This person within the last 6 months has ended a relationship, or like a bad habit, or an old job, or something like that. They've gone into a new phase or something. Control and change, teeth. Yeah, but they still remember where they came from. I think this person has made their way up in the world. This person could love to read, or they could be really into, this person could love to read. That's a definite possibility here. If it's not reading, then it's TV shows or like movies or something, because it's something narrative focused. And it's kind of like cozy, where they can sit there silently. This person has a side to them where they like to be very quiet, and they like to be contemplative. Excuse me. Sleepy. Willpower. This person has a lot of willpower. Who is this person? Truth. Yeah, they're not telling the truth. I get that. This person could also be the kind of person that's like always quitting soda, or like always on a diet, or just about to start a diet, or I'm just about to start taking this finance class and I'm going to invest my money, and, there's something about that where it's like they're always, trying to tighten their own belt strings here, or like they're trying to make sure everything's balanced, all the scales are balanced. Trust and truth. This person feels very sure that they're going to scare you off if they move too quickly. Or if they try something with you, they're going to scare you off. They view you as almost like a bunny, somebody who is sweet and soft and tempting, and I want to come towards it, but it might just be better to watch from over here, Decisiveness. Yeah. This person could have a almost bad reputation in love, of like everybody falls in love with them, they're a player. So this could be another reason that they're not coming towards you. They know their reputation. Support. But I think this person is very different than the reputation. Now everybody has a reputation and they can use it for good or evil, right? I think this person uses their reputation for good, but I also think that they're aware of their reputation. And so they don't always just approach people. They would rather things not crash and burn. They would rather things go smoothly. They're kind of calm. They could do like a martial art or something like that. Or they could do like yoga. Or they could meditate. Or like love to color. It's something meditative. Or maybe they really love to mow the lawn or like do the dishes or something like that. They like those menial tasks because they can kind of zone out. Who is this person that is obsessed with pile number 4? And I keep not saying secretly, just because I feel like on some level you do know that they like you. You just might not know to what extent. And I also feel like the kind of person you are, you might have multiple people who have crushes on you. Maybe you picked multiple piles. And if you didn't, I'm encouraging you to actually, because I'm sensing that you have multiple people interested in you. And maybe even different kinds of people. So this is a different type than maybe you're used to. This is kind of a soft person here. Intellectual, dreamy, really invested in their own projects, their own stuff. And yet they are very dramatic and large and in charge about stuff. And they can be very fierce, and they can also be kind of nonchalant, of like a stubbornness. Whatever I say goes. Okay. Yeah, this seems to be a different kind of person than you're used to. Ooh, under a spell. Yeah, this person is under a spell with you. Absolutely under a spell with you. And so you might be seeing their heart eyes. But this is them really trying to conceal it. So imagine how much more you would feel it if they were not trying to, like once you guys started to actually date, or once you guys, were able to hang out outside of work where people didn't see you. Once they let those walls down, you're going to really see how much it is that they love you or are interested in you or want to know about you. This person is also very interested in all your details, and they have like either photographic memory, or they're very photogenic, or they like to take pictures. Love grows love. I'm getting two things from this. First of all, this person likes to give you compliments, likes to engage with you. And again, they think they're hiding their love for you really well. So when they're engaging with you, they're just doing it on a platonic level, but you're reading their double intent. But you can ignore that this person has a crush on you if you want. You're allowed. They could be a woman. Doesn't have to be. They could also have long hair. But the other thing I'm getting from this is you don't need to avoid them. It's okay to give them more love. Like, I feel like sometimes when people have like trust issues or they get weary about relationships, they can respond weirdly and then somebody will like give up. So I think there's a little advice here for you, Pile 4, is don't give up just because they still want to keep it hidden. You can even lay it on thick, give even more, because they're actually really in love with you and like really under a spell with you. So if you gave them more interactions, like if you began more interactions, they'd be interested in that. You might be the one that has to pursue a little bit here. Green, but this is growing. And you guys could have grown something together? Question mark. Yeah, I think that they might have some trust issues from past relationships. And so it might freak them out a little bit when they get close to someone. So they have a little bit of a whiplash moment. So that's either something you've experienced from them or it's something you will experience in the future, and it's just a little explanation. It's pretty natural. That is a natural response often that I see and have felt when you're not used to either friendship or romantic love or like familial love or something like that. You can respond at first negatively, but then correct yourself and respond well. And when you feel that from others, don't flip on them just because they give a bad response at first. Wait. That second response, that's the real them. We're the thing that watches, not our thoughts. And that goes the same for you. If when you're talking to someone and they say something nice to you, maybe you'll have an initial bad reaction to that. But don't take too much stock in it. Sometimes you can just be like, oh, I just got a little triggered, but I'm actually pleased with what they did. So you can come back in and give a positive thing next. Fire Mother. They could have a close relationship with their mother, or they could have a daughter of their own or something like that. Could be. Could also be they have a mentor. There's like an older woman in their life that's very close to them, either like an aunt or a mentor or a mother, or like a teacher that they really like or something like that. Person has like medium length hair. Like I said, like long hair, but it's like medium length. I think you've seen them with makeup and no makeup. They have very beautiful hands. And you've noticed this. So that is what I've got for you. Pile number 4, thank you so much for joining me. We're going to pull a few music videos. Let's see. Oh. Got some of my favorites music videos. What else? Who's obsessed with pile number 4? Somebody's got a reputation for sure. So that is what I've got for you. Pile number 4. Thank you very much. I'm going to link these down below. Definitely go check out Tarot with Tay's video and the Popular Loners video. We're going to see how do you seduce people and what makes you so tempting. So I'll be over there in the comments. Thanks again for joining me. My personal readings are open. The link will be in the description. And thanks again, and I will see you next time.